All right, we're live right now.
Hey everybody. This is Jacob, Ashton's friend, and let him take it away.
Yeah. So we're going to be talking about, like I mentioned before, November and December, basically everything that's going to happen in that time period. Not going to go too in depth for the December period, obviously, because we can't, really forecast that far out, very detailed. So yeah, we're just going to be focusing mainly on November. And yeah, as you can see there on the screen, you can see the snow totals of that possible weenie storm. Um,
Yeah.
weenie storms, gotta love those weenie storms. And if you don't know what a weenie is, it's basically it can be a person or a thing. Oh, okay. I'm just sharing it with friends. But a weenie is somebody that basically wants something to happen, so they go crazy about it and basically convince themselves that it's a 100% chance of it happening. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, I got the two snow total things up, so.
Yeah. This is the parallel GFS.
And the gem. I think there was a ensemble ECMWF, but I can't find that.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna probably this video is gonna be about 30 minutes long, possibly like probably only 15 minutes. We're gonna try to fit everything we can in. Um, so I'm gonna open up a few pages. Let's see here. I had yeah, I really like the parallel GFS. It's pretty cool. That's obviously only until they update it, I believe, right?
What?
They're gonna upgrade the GFS soon.
Oh, yeah, that's
I've kind of been
what the.
like
Uh,
reviews, but I
G-
just know that it's a better version, different.
yeah, the parallel.
But so they're gonna pretty much just take it away once it's
Um,
updated, or do you think they'll just keep it?
I think that's normal right now will keep running, but I think the parallel GFS will be the
Hmm.
first one to get out. Then the GFS will just it'll use the normal GFS right now will use less processing cores.
Okay. Um, yeah, I do like what we're gonna talk about first is basically what's gonna happen next. So the soonest thing to happen, and we're gonna talk about like that Maine snow event that's probably gonna happen tomorrow up there in Maine, heavy snow.
Oh yes.
I'm pretty jelly right now. I'm pretty jealous. But um, so yeah, who has the screen share right now? Is it on you? Okay. I know that the Euro went like completely weenie and like gave like me and you both a ton of snow.
Yeah, I think it gave me about 6 to 7 inches or so,
Yeah, just
and I
basically had a
was.
stroke.
I want to see that.
Uh, yeah. Hold on. Do you even have weather
I
belt?
can't get it. No, I use tropical tidbits because my parents won't get anything like that for me.
Yeah, no. It took a lot of convincing. You gotta trust me on that one, man. It's a hard thing to get done. It was
Yeah.
easier. It was easier to get them to get me a phone than that. So just think of it that way. Uh,
Jeez.
so yeah. Hold on. You can talk for now because I gotta do something.
Okay, well, right now, there's this hurricane that's going into the uh, Bering Sea. It's ex super typhoon Nuri, and I'm gonna show you. It's supposed to be one of the lowest millibars. Yeah, the lowest pressure in the Bering Sea ever. So, how long is that out? And not 947 or not 66. Yeah, 932. I think it's even deeper. Some at one point.
Yeah.
929. I'm gonna try and find its deepest point. So, what this means, if you've ever heard of the Bering Sea rule, is that about 17 to 21 days later, a big storm is in the Bering Sea. There is usually a storm that comes into the central to eastern United States, and with something this strong, it'll probably be a big storm right around Thanksgiving time.
Interesting.
It's
That would
kind of
make
like
it
the
worse.
it's kind of like the East Asia rule when like ever a trough is near Japan, 6 to 10 days later there'll be a trough in the eastern U.S.
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to my friend Alyssa right now. She's like being really annoying. So yeah, also this
So you shout her out for it.
yeah. Never do this anymore. I'm not kidding. Never do it. Okay. So I'll show you. I'll take the screen share real quick. That's my face. I'm gonna show you the the EPS whatever. Here it's the control. Um,
Yeah,
and you're like somewhere in there, right? Like
yeah,
so,
in the northwestern Wake County, eastern Durham County area.
yeah. So it's forecasting me since I'm like right there. I'm gonna put my cursor like just a little bit off,
Yeah,
like a challenging amount off, so nobody comes to my house or anything. I'm just gonna say 2 to 3 inches where I live. Obviously,
and
you're
about
looking at more with this kind of a system. Typically, it would give you more snow. Um,
yeah, just
more
because I am
multi-sensory.
further to the west.
Wow.
Just because I'm further to the west, that's why it'd give me more snow.
Yeah,
Well, I got a new Twitter account. Just saying. Um,
that was random, but whatever.
yep. So
Um,
this is a ex Hurricane Nuri that's going to be in the Bering Sea. It's forecasted to be very low and maybe even the lowest ever. Some models are putting it at even like 910 millibars, and there was this one ensemble thing that put it down at like 897. So
yeah. Um, just trying to get to the view potential heights here.
okay.
Actually,
Well,
the temperature anomalies. It's easier.
this is the Maine storm. The northern Maine Caribou, that area. Well, it's looking anywhere from 5 to 10 inches of snow in northern and very northern Maine, and there's gonna be just some lighter snow to the east of there. But
Yeah. Okay. So, like I was saying, my friend Alyssa is being extra challenging, so I'm gonna give it back to you and get something for her while you take it over.
okay, well, there. So this storm in Maine, I haven't really paid much attention to it because I'm so weenie about the event that's supposed to happen, or that there's a chance to happen here around me and Ashton's area in the near future. And but what I'm thinking is what I've heard is that there's going to be a storm that goes right up the east coast, kind of like that. You see where my cursor is, like that, and it's just going to give Caribou and some other big city around there a lot of snow up there. So that's all I really know. And also, that snow down in South Carolina, I was really angry about that. Nearly 5 inches just to the west of Columbia. I I might have killed someone. I might kill someone because of it. A little far.
Yeah. How much snow did you actually receive last year? That's
Last year in total,
yeah.
about 6 to 8 inches, about normal. So
Mhm.
it was just a normal year.
Yeah, because a lot of those systems, like the only systems that gave me snow were the ones that were like so far east that like it couldn't give anywhere else west of me snow. Like that one big
Yeah.
one, the only big one actually, like I got 10 inches from. It was like
Dang.
it was one of those freak storms. Yeah. Hold on, I'll pull up a picture. Uh,
Okay. I'd like to see that.
yeah,
Well, we got about, I think, 4 inches and a little bit of ice from the biggest storm we got. So yeah, nothing in comparison.
yeah, and I remember that one storm. I was out storm chasing. Like my dad, he's like really cool about snow too. Like I think actually he might be considered a weenie too. He's a pretty big weenie. Like he tries to, except he's the kind of weenie that like doubts every single storm. Like right before it hits, he's like, "Oh, it's not gonna snow." I know it's not, but really it ends up snowing a ton. Um, and I think that's really cool. Like, and he'll take me out chasing. We went to, you know where Harrisonburg is? Harrisonburg, Virginia.
Yeah, I know it is.
Yeah, that one storm where you actually told me you got a ton of sleet and stuff, like 2 inches of sleet.
Yeah, we got like 2 inches of sleet and snow. It was crazy.
Yeah, like February 16th or something like that. I'm just putting a date
Yeah.
out there. I think it was around that time period. I actually made a time lapse. That was really fun making that.
Well, it. I think in March is when we got our last winter storm. It was like, I think we got a little bit of snow with some ice, and but that's pretty late for us down here, so I was happy.
All right. Yeah. I mean, and it's really like the worst part about us being friends is every single year, like if you got a lot of snow, typically I'm not gonna get quite a lot of snow. And then if I get a lot of snow, you're gonna get like a normal amount like last year, which is kind of,
Yeah.
but it's just because you're further inland and stuff.
Yeah, because if you get a lot of snow, it means the low is pretty far out and it was pretty cold, so I didn't get any because it
Yeah, people
I
usually think that like, oh, it's like 21 degrees. I'm going to get a ton of snow. Really, you're with systems. You're more like the closer you are to freezing, no matter if it's above or below, the more chance of the precipitation being like right over you. It's typically
yeah,
how it's going to be. It's going to be with nor'easters, of course.
unless you're in Wisconsin. They get snow
Yeah,
when it's
or lake
below zero.
effect.
Yeah, that too.
Because yeah, and I only got like anything above 2 inches. I only got two storms. The one 10 incher, which was like the freaking one that like made it above average in one storm, and that was January 22nd. I want to say it was like the one that gave like the Panhandle even snow, Panhandle of
Oh,
Florida and everything. That one,
yeah.
the insane record-breaking one. Um, and I thought like a couple days before, like the weird thing is the week before the models were showing it, and then like midweek the models were like just completely got rid of the idea, and then right before it happened the models were like, okay, yeah, it's happening again, and all weather sources had given up the idea. Even I gave up the idea, because I would have been framed as a weenie if I stuck with it. Um,
Yeah.
but it ended up happening, and I was so excited because a lot of the I think it was the Euro was showing like 18 inches of snow.
Oh
Uh,
my gosh.
yeah, I get last November actually there was a the Euro showed us getting 18 inches like right around now last year, but like coastal, like it showed like all the way down to like Savannah, Georgia, up the coast, getting like that much snow. It's like insane. Like I didn't even
That would have been
understand.
amazing. I remember last year in November, it all we like got 4 times there were flurries. It was crazy.
Yeah, I got sleet last November, I think. It was actually that same storm that the Euro was showing snow. It ended up just sleeting a little bit. And it was exciting. It was early November like this. So that's what made it all the more exciting, you know? Like late November, that's like, this is a little bit crazy, but not like over the top or anything.
Yeah. Well, with us, we every time that it there were flurries, I always thought that there was going to be at least a little snow that would actually stick to the ground. And one
Yeah.
time there was, but it was only a dusting. So,
Yeah, and I hate it when there's just like, even no matter how cold it is sometimes, if the snow's light enough, it'll just never stick. Like, I
I
remember there
know.
was this one day in like in February, I think, where it just like snowed for like all day, literally, but it never stuck. It never melted, but it was so light that it was almost like what you would consider a drizzle and rain, except it was snow. I don't know what the term for that would be, but it was basically that's how I would describe it. It was like
Flurries.
yeah, like but it when you think of flurries, you think of these little isolated things. It was like big band. It was just so light. It was annoying
Yeah.
actually. To be honest, it was annoying.
Yeah, I'd rather just have cold weather than have
Like
just
trolling you.
ongoing flurries through the day, through the night.
I did enjoy it though. I'm not gonna lie. I did enjoy it. It's just like almost like you can't. You're not never gonna take what you can get with that kind of a thing. Like you always want more snow than what you're actually getting. It's almost
Yeah.
hard to be happy about what you got, and unless it's the Boxing Day storm, of course. Did you even get anything from that one?
When was it?
December 24th, 2010.
Oh, we got it on the 26th. Uh, it was eight
Like I remember it was
inches.
the day before Christmas. That's all I remember. But most
Well,
where it was most significant in New England, it was the Boxing Day, the day after Christmas. So that's where it got
yeah.
it.
What what happened here is the day after Christmas, or no, right on Christmas, it started snowing. Like we got about an inch or so on Christmas. Then the next day it was still snowing, and we had gotten 6 inches
Yeah.
overnight.
Oh, I got some
We
pictures of the I'll go on screen share. I got some pictures of the storm I chased, the same one that gave me that sleet. I couldn't find the other ones. Um,
uh
I'll do this here. Yeah, that same girl Alyssa is still freaking trolling me. They want me to Skype with them. I'm not doing that. A live stream. I like sent them like 15,000 links to do it, but they wouldn't. Okay. Oh, I got it right here.
unless they want to talk about weather, no.
Yeah, I got this was probably I want to say around Charlottesville, Virginia. Since we
Okay.
got to drive all the way back to Virginia Beach, we got to see the lightest and the heaviest amounts of the entire storm because typically Central Virginia is what got the heaviest, I believe, with that storm. But the heaviest actual areas heading down from Harrisonburg, we kind of didn't pick the right location because Charlottesville got the most, and that was an option. We were actually going to go to Richmond originally, but it turned into ice and it was nasty out there because we drove by there. And this is about 16 inches of snow. It doesn't look like it, but it
Dang.
is. I measured. My dad's a pretty cool dude. Like he pulled over in a lot of places. Like, yeah, and I know most people would want to pull over or not even want to pull over, but like he let me pull over. And this is in Richmond right here, where you got that ice. Um,
Yeah.
and there's the tree. What was crazy
Gee.
is you can see on the snow where I stepped in, there was about an inch of ice on the thing, and like me and my dad were just punching it as hard as we could, trying to get through it, and it was hard, but it was fun too. And that's a good picture right there of it. Um, you can see that like around the tree. That's probably quarter inch, maybe even, maybe a little bit less,
Yeah.
but
Well,
that's some
uh,
mess. That's my dog. That's we've got some poodle fur accumulating today on an
we have
iPad.
a cat, so
Yeah, that sheds a lot more. I'm sorry. Oh, this is another video. Accumulates a little bit more. Um, I hate this stuff. This sloppy mess that's like muddy.
Yeah, I hate that too.
This was a rest stop. It was just not good. Um, but yeah. Now we'll look at the Jams Tech. Um, I don't even know how to do monthly on Jams Tech, but we're just gonna do seasonal, I guess. Uh, yeah, I think November run is gonna come out like 19th, right? Doesn't it come out on the 19th typically?
I have I have no clue. I don't follow the jam stick because it's not always correct.
Yeah, last year
Because
it was
that
getting warm.
yeah, it,
Winter.
one year it was like perfect right on, but then everybody started using it and it's not right all the time.
Yeah, what year was that? We can actually go back to that. That might be fun. Was it
Um,
last year or the year before?
I think it was like I can't remember what it was.
Okay. No, this was not right. No,
No.
no way. That was right. Um, how far back did you do weather? Oh, that's right.
Oh,
That's pretty right.
yeah,
That's right
exactly.
on. Except it could have been a little
Well,
bit warmer, I think.
I have done weather since like the 2009-2010 winter season. I did a forecast for it and I got spot on. I did it the next year. I got spot on. Then I was a little biased, so I kept it cold
Well,
for that year,
yeah,
and
everything
I was just
is.
wait. That was 2010, 2011. That's when the Christmas storm came through. So that's wrong.
Yeah, and it was a cold winter. Um, I actually got more snow just because of that one storm this year, but the year before was just also an amazing winter. No, and as far as temperatures goes, it was amazing. Snowfall for my area wasn't actually that good, but I know if you just go to DC, it was like insane. Um, I'm actually
Yeah.
envious, like extremely envious of that, and that's kind of right, I guess. That's not too
Yeah.
far off. They don't have
Well,
to.
my parents they used to live in Wisconsin, so my mom when she would pick a good year by saying how when snow first started, if it was close to her birthday, which is around the end of October, she would she would declare it a happy year if there was no snow around her birthday.
Mhm. I've
Yeah.
always wanted snow on my
She
birthday.
didn't
I
like
don't know what your mom's talking about, man. I would kill for snow on my birthday. That'd be sick.
my brother
My
or
birthday
my
was first. It's not that rare, but I've never had it here. Um,
there's a this place in Arizona. I want to live there because of the weather. It's Flagstaff, and it doesn't get above 90. It they get about 40 or so inches of snow each year, and I just want to live there because of the weather.
mhm. Yeah. Oh, we're getting some comments. I didn't even look at that. Um,
Well,
well,
20
it's
inches.
nothing. Oh man, he's acting like Josh Adams right now. Remember him?
Okay, don't brag. Don't brag. Come on. We're snow deprived down
We're all
here. We're
friends
snow
here.
deprived.
We're all friends here. Come on now.
Yeah.
This
I
time,
got 10 minutes left, so.
yeah. Well, we'll try to wrap things up. Um, so let's look at the teleconnections. That could get interesting. We'll look at the weather bell teleconnections here.
Yeah.
Um, but wow. I know that the AO. I mean, the AO has been going extremely negative lately, man.
Yeah, they have it predicted to go like 3 or 4 below. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean it got that far almost, and the NAO was shown to be neutral, but now it's going kind of negative, and this is in that time frame of that snowstorm, guys, that we were talking about, possibly for like the Virginia, North Carolina area, and to see a negative NAO and AO is just that confirmation of the chance. Because if you have a positive NAO and AO at this time of year, it's like no, just no.
And P
Um,
and A. Look
yeah,
at
the
that.
positive NA also negative EPO. That's good. Um,
And the WPO, what does that mean?
well, this is Eastern Pacific Oscillation, so this is Western Pacific Oscillation.
Does it really
Yeah,
matter for us right now?
probably not. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm guessing that the WPO kind of correlates with the EPO,
Yeah,
so they kind of
because
like
they're in the same.
just kind of like how um typically the PDO and the ENSO work together, kind of like that typically. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see.
Well,
I want to get the
I hope.
monthlies.
And it's saying it's going to be about 20 degrees below normal next week. That's crazy.
Yeah, it keeps showing this like oh my gosh, that's
I think that may
like is
be
that
a.
the volcano? Is that a volcano right there? See that?
I think that's a little off.
Yeah, that's like overkill. I mean, obviously we got to put this into consideration, but these are long range models, and
Yeah.
it's going to be a little bit off.
Long range models aren't always the best.
Yeah, I mean, the month the EPS weeklies are better than the CFS sub monthlies, honestly.
Dang. That cold.
Yeah, you guys down in the south, I never thought I'd say I was envious of you guys down there in the winter time or the fall, late fall time. That's probably colder than it would be at my house, 5 degrees below average, I'd guess. What? No! Did you see that?
Yeah, it just
My
disappears.
weather's trolling me too. What? Oh.
Oh, there we go.
I have a
Oh,
back right there.
I'm
There it
I'm
is.
happier now.
There it is.
And that's right after the snowstorm. So,
I swear I almost cried right there. Like I was crying. That might be it, actually. Um, that might be it. Man, there. Oh, another cold shot right there.
yep.
Yeah, this is. And like a couple weeks ago, or like a week ago, the CFS sub monthlies and the Euro weeklies were working together, but this just doesn't look anything like what the CFS sub monthlies does. It doesn't show cold like this. And I mean, that's the only big heat. But like, there's a lot of big cooldowns that are more cold than this. Than what?
After about 15 days, I'm not gonna look at it anymore because I don't know if it's right or not.
Well, that's where before 15 days. Well, around 15 days is when the two biggest cooldowns happen. Right before that. So I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, we should probably start wrapping things up. We'll look at the NOAA teleconnections real quick though.
Okay.
Even though I think it's the same thing, but whatever. Might as well, just for lulz.
I'm back.
Oh,
5 minutes
so
left.
it's showing the possibility of neutral. Yeah, that's not working together. That's definitely they're not very confident in that.
I am though, so. No.
Yeah, that shows it neutral, like I was saying before. PNA, and that's still positive, so that's a good thing. PNA is a pretty
Yeah.
important one. Let's check out the end. So I think we're officially in an El Nino now, right?
I don't I don't know yet.
I mean, that looks like an El Nino to me. Wait,
It
what?
does.
That does look like an El Nino
Yeah.
right there. It wasn't looking too good. And T depth, look at that.
That is what I like to see.
Yeah, I don't want a
Because
medium El Nino. I want like upper end weak El Nino. That's what I want.
yeah,
Right?
I I was getting scared earlier because of uh the basin was losing heat
Mm-hmm.
or losing heat. So I'm happy now to see that it hasn't.
So yeah. I'm starting to get worried about the PDO though. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, that. How is it cooling off so much in the last few
Well, the
days?
PDO just it's not as I don't know how to describe it. It's a lot more influenced than other oscillations, I guess you could say.
Yeah,
It's less influenced than like the NAO, AO, PNA, but the ENSO is way less influenced than PDO.
yeah.
Um, let's see. Where's I hate how they keep changing things on what the whole thing.
Well,
I wanted to see. Wow. Okay. They don't have it anymore, or it's not working right now. I don't even think GFS has water temps. It shouldn't.
well,
There we
I
go.
gotta go.
Yeah.
So,
Thanks for joining, guys. Please let us know if you want to see some other live streams. We'll try to do more maybe in the near future. See you guys later. Bye now.